Hey, hey guys, Moon Pies, Tube Tuesday, $50 contest for the month of September. This month's theme is Pay It Backwards. And what I'm talking about is I'm going to go through 5 channels that I really like that have fewer subscribers than myself. And basically, this is me saying that these 5 channels should actually have more subscribers than me. So it's sort of like passing the baton backwards, showing the love to someone lesser than you. Not lesser as far as talent or anything else, but just lesser in exposure. So if you want to enter this contest, it's pretty simple. Just between now and September, you make a similar video and use it as a video response to this video, where you basically profile 5 YouTube channels that have fewer subscribers than you that you think deserve to get noticed. And let's just get started right away, because I didn't pick people that are necessarily subscribers to me. As a matter of fact, I think none of them are actually subscribers to my channel, or people that are frequent commenters and stuff, or friends. I didn't want to, show favoritism or any kind of stuff, so I went out of my field of comfort to find stuff that I've subscribed to over the years that I think is really pretty amazing on YouTube, to come up with these 5 channels. And yes, they all have, just by the way, I broke 11,000 subscribers over the Labor Day weekend, so I'm pretty excited about that. So that set the bar, 11,000 subscribers. Anything below that was fair game. Anything above that, I'm not going to give you a heads up, a prop, or any kind of accolades this time around. So let's go through the 5 channels, and there'll be links, of course. The first is Tomo Memitasha. And it's really actually DMK. It's a Colombia band out of Bogota, Colombia, not Columbia, South Carolina, or District of Columbia here in the United States. A Depeche Mode cover band. And of course, when I say that, you're thinking, who cares? Well, actually, it's like a father and his 2 very young kids. And it sounds amazing. I mean, anybody who knows the band Depeche Mode, or any kind of their songs, Everything Counts, Black Celebration, some great renditions. And it's basically done with there's a plastic Coke bottle and a tambourine. That's the entire drum set. There's a can above a microphone, and that's used as a vocoder. It's pretty amazing, the low-tech stuff that they can pull it off in these videos. They're all amazing. So check it out. Basically, it's 6,521 subscribers on that channel, which is a little more than half of what I have. But it's really, it's the family's already had one video. The guy, I guess it's the main guy, and his 2 children, has already had a video, featured up by YouTube, through the YouTube Twitter feed. That's how I found it. And it's amazing stuff. Check it out. Even if you don't like the music, even if you don't like the new wave electronica stuff from the 80s and the 90s, check it out, because they really pull off some amazing stuff, just with limited instruments and what they can pull off. So check it out. It's very cool that way. Second channel is Amber Mac. Now, this was one of the first channels I subscribed to back in the early YouTube days. She was part of a show called Command N. She's like a tech blogger, and had a show called Command N .tv that basically, was kind of like a video blog of of technology, of consumer electronics and gadgetry, before the the Engadgets and all the other the Verge and all these other places came around doing their stuff high tech. This was just kind of a great stuff, and she's a Canadian tech blogger, and she only has, let me get this right, 769 subscribers. Even though she was one of the first YouTubers, her first videos are from the summer of 2005. It's really that amazing how long it's been around. But it's always, she's not putting up as many videos as she used to, but every time she does, it's always either profiling a cool website or a cool, electronic consumer gadget that's coming out soon or that's out on the market. The next one is Idiots of Ants. Now, there's a lot of comedy troupes on here on YouTube, and I think one of the cool things about being on YouTube at the beginning is that you see a lot of people in the early stages. You can go to Head in the Oven. It's a channel which has a few videos with Aubrey Plaza from Parks and Recreation when she was young. There was a Derek Comedy, who has it's 3 guys in this comedy ensemble. One of them is now in Community. Another one of their guests is Ellie Kemper from The Office. This was years ago before anyone there broke out. So you see a lot of these cool troupes, comedy troupes of people that people eventually break out and stuff. Idiots Advance, they're Canadian, and I know I went to back-to-back Canadian. I don't know, it's just good stuff. And these guys, they actually had a big video because had more than 1 million views. Well, their subscriber count is 10,309, and that's the highest of the ones that's gone. You know, I can't believe I have more subscribers than Idiots Advance, to be honest with you. And these guys, they had a video where they actually had a real-life Facebook, like what Facebook would be in real life, which is hilarious. They also had one that was... And these guys may be big in Canada because one of their skits has like canned laughter before at the beginning. It's pretty slick production where they actually have like a Wii breakfast, and it's making fun of the Wii when it came out, you know, by having like a game where you're actually making breakfast. So it's really funny stuff. And these guys, again, they have 10,309 subscribers. So it's really only a matter of time before they pass me. Fourth one up is Zen Sand. Now, I didn't know what sand art was until I saw, like, I don't know, it was like maybe a YouTube feature or something on her channel about 3-4 years ago, maybe 2-3 years ago, something like that. But she's basically, it's this Ukrainian sand artist, Xenia Simonova. I'm probably mispronouncing her name, I'm sorry. But if you've never seen sand art, and I'm not talking about the stuff at the fair where you have like little layers of sand and a light glass case and that's sand art. No, this is like basically over like an illuminated shadow box. And basically with just sand, she's just throwing sands on there and curling it into stuff, and with fingers just basically turning it into art. And she was on, I think, a Ukrainians Got Talent or something, and maybe that gave her a little bit of fame. So she has some interviews out there in Eastern Europe and stuff like that. But it's amazing. Regardless of the language, if you're just watching it, I didn't even know sand art existed. I didn't even know what it was until I saw the video. And I know there's a couple other people that do it. But it's just amazing how... You know, something so, and it's just sand. It's just the artwork is evolving, so you actually see it change through the course of it. Sometimes you can tell stories with that. It's very amazing stuff if you've never seen sand art in action. So that's my fourth channel, and the fifth channel. I'm going to go back to music, and this time I'm going to go to original music. We Are Atomic Tom, and this is Atomic Tom, which is a quartet, 4 guys from New York City. And they actually, you may have known them because they got a real big video on YouTube 2 years ago. They all went in on a subway with their iPhones, and they actually played one of their songs, Take Me Out, and they did it basically with just the iPhones, you know, the keyboard app, the guitar app, the bass app, the drum app, and they all had it plugged through a mixing into a computer and pumped out in an actual New York subway system, so there's a lot of spectators there that didn't know what was going on. Very Improv Everywhere-ish. But the video had like 5 million views. So you get this one video that gets a ton of views, and you think, wow, the subscribers must be pouring in. But they only have 4,545 subscribers. And then you think, okay, this is like a one-hit act. You know, they had this one great gimmick. Late last year, they put out a video for a song. What's the name of the song? Break My Heart Around Me, or Break My Heart Around You, where it's almost like OK Go creative, you know. I mean, and of course, OK Go is like one of the big YouTube phenomenons. You know, the guys on the treadmills and stuff like that, where they actually have a very clever video where they're actually going out with a bunch of guy with a paper bag. That the paper bag has different expressions throughout the video. I don't want to ruin it, but check it out because it's I mean, it's good music, and the guys are very creative in everything they do. As far as their infrequent postings on YouTube, they should definitely have more subscribers than I. So that's it. We have the DMK, it's a Colombian Depeche Mode cover band. Amber Mac, a Canadian tech blogger. Idiots Advance, a comedy troupe. Really funny guys. Zen Sand, lady that creates sand art, and Atomic Tom. Of a quartet. Quartet sounds so informal. A 4-piece even sounds even more formal. Rockers out of New York City. So that's it. These are my 5 pay it backward entries, and basically that's all I want you to do. If you actually go to any of these 5 channels, check them out. Feel free to say Moon Pie sent me. You don't have to. It's just whatever. I don't expect them to even acknowledge that this video exists. I'm just saying it's 5 of the coolest YouTube channels that have subscribers less than what I have right now. My 11,018 subscribers as of this morning. But you're welcome to do that. But more importantly, this contest, if you want to win $50 between now and the end of September 2012, make a video following the whole pay it backward theme that I did now. Just come out there and talk about 5 videos. And if you don't have a webcam, if you can't do that, you don't have the technology to make that happen, just go ahead and use the Windows Movie Maker or any kind of free program and just basically make a slideshow of what you want. And don't put clips of their videos because you would need their authorization and stuff like that. That's why I'm not putting actual clips. I'm just putting links to the channels for you to check it out. You don't want to get into that stuff, but definitely show the love, not for the people that are bigger than you, but look back and think of all the amazing things that you somehow managed to get more subscribers than. So that's this month's contest. Good luck, and I know it's going to be harder for some of you new YouTubers that don't have a lot of subscribers, but that's actually part of the coolness, part of the appeal, to go out there and find stuff that nobody else has really discovered yet. So that's this month's contest. I'll see you next week. Tube Tuesday, Moon Pies, brought to you by netstories.com.